Hello, hello, and good day. Welcome back to the Fresh Baked Niche podcast where the best half baked conversations happen. I am your baker, Patrick, and today I thought it'd be really fun to talk about books. Now, when I was a lot younger, I didn't really read. I mean, let's be honest, most kids in the early 2000s, why would they? I mean, I knew a guy who once read the entire dictionary front to back just for funsies, but, I hope he's doing alright. I mean, between video games, television, movies, everything else, books just never interest me. I also was the kind of kid who couldn't really sit down, so it wasn't something I got like super into because it was just I did not have the attention for it. Now, what is interesting is about middle school, I started getting into books. I don't know why. All of a sudden, it was like, hey, during these quiet periods in the day where I don't have anything else going on, and, I'm not a good artist and I hate writing stuff down, why don't I just read? I was able to start doing things like read The Hunger Games before they were ever movies. I read the Predator Gold series, the one with the big cities that are on tank treads. I read that one before it was a movie as well, and that's pretty cool. But, even like weirder ones, like I read something called Clockwork 3. It was about these three kids who had to help a golem something other. It's been a bit. I do apologize. Don't remember the full plot, but that's a good thing because I'm not spoiling much for you. And I would honestly say if you can find it, go read it if you like reading. For a while there, books were cool. I don't know how many I read. I don't know how many I really got into. But it was nice for the time it lasted. But I think, unfortunately, high school and definitely college was when reading stopped being fun because reading became work. Instead of just getting absorbed into the piece, you had to kind of, analyze it. You had to sit there. You had to think about what is the author trying to convey to you? What are the points? What is the messaging? And don't get me wrong, I don't mind an analysis on things, but doing that time after time after time, it turned what should have been a fun activity for me into just work, and it turned it into work in the worst way. So, all of that general disdain I started to feel towards books was kind of thrusted upon me from someone else. And yeah, the unfortunate truth is I don't read anymore. And I want to get back into it. I'm just not sure where to start. Like I said, I kind of struggle with the attention part. I also struggle with the time part because, fortunately, being almost in your 30s and working a 9 to 5 and having other obligations, it's hard to sit down and, with what little time I have left, decide, yeah, I'm going to read a book. The one exception to that, for a few years there, my mother was working in a school, and they would do this thing called One Book, One District, where basically every child from, I want to say, kindergarten to maybe 6th or 8th, they would usually receive something like Charlotte's Web. I mean, it was meant for everybody, but the idea was you would read this with your family, and then you'd answer some questions about the book. But nothing like major. It'd be like 3 questions, and it would be literally whatever just happened in the chapter, and nothing deep. It'd be like, oh, what was the words in Charlotte's Web? And it was for fun. And it was to hopefully get parents and their kids engaged. Because, I mean, the unfortunate truth is most parents don't get to spend time with kids like they want to. And when they do, I don't think reading with them is at the top of the list, which is, again, a shame. I know when I was a little kid growing up, one of my favorite things was having a book read to me before going to bed. Some of my personal favorites being, Balloon Farm and Scranimals. That was an exception because you would read like a chapter, but chapters in books like that are only, 2 pages at most, half the time. So it wasn't like a lot, and it was only like a 15-minute time sink, so that was a little bit more reasonable. I think the problem is the books I'd want to read nowadays are a lot bigger, a lot longer. I've been really, really wanting to maybe read The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings series, because I've been told the books are a lot better than the movies, and I would love to believe that and love to actually try it. Again, it's almost daunting, It's this huge wall, and it sounds stupid because, it's reading. I read every day. I've got emails to read. I've got code I have to process. I'm constantly reading. I think it's just trying to lock in and just get it done is just, I don't know. I feel like you do it, you get past it, you look back and go, yeah, that was nice. It's just, taking those first steps is hard. And, I think it's really unfortunate because, again, it was enjoyable. And, well, at least I feel like the school system kind of took that away from me. I'm sure some people would say otherwise and that, oh, well, you could have been doing it the whole time. And it's like, sorry, bud, I was busy playing Nintendo Land with my friends and drinking when I was in college, not reading 1984. Let me know down in the comments. Are you a big reader? Do you enjoy books? Do you wish you could get back into books? Maybe you just don't have the time either. I mean, I know there's like parents out there who the second they have kids, bongo, those kind of hobbies disappear. But, let me know. Hell, if you want to, let me know one of your favorite books, just in general. I mean, if I ever do get back into it, maybe I can get some solid suggestions on things to look up. But, I think that'll about do it for this episode. I want to thank you all for being here again, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.